Good morning. This morning, I want to talk to you about a recently announced M&A transaction. Fiserv, the US-based core banking software company, has announced an all-share deal to acquire First Data, a global merchant acquirer company. Now, together, these two businesses will create the largest IT banking transaction software company. Now, these businesses together will not be growing very fast. Both Fiserv and First Data are fairly operating in a saturated market and grow their top line revenue only about 3 to 4% a year. However, together these businesses will be very sticky. These businesses have very high switching costs and have very high and predictable and recurring revenues and very high operating leverage because they are primarily fixed cost businesses. In the case of Fiserv, over the last 10 years, the company has only grown its top line at about 4% a year. And yet, this has translated into a 16% growth in reported earnings per share over the same period. So these are very attractive businesses, despite not growing the top line very fast. Now, what do we think about this transaction? Because we are long-term shareholders of Fiserv. Well, we know from the statistics that most deals destroy value. In general, the data shows that the acquiring company overpays and most of the value, if not all of the value, goes to the selling shareholders. But in this case, we believe it's going to be different, and we're very supportive of this deal. First off, we think this is going to be a great deal for Fiserv and Fiserv shareholders, and let me tell you why. First off, the price is right. The deal values First Data at a EV to EBITDA multiple that is below its closest peers, even including the transaction premium, which is approximately 20%. The closest peers are WorldPay and Global Payments, also based in Atlanta. And these companies trade at a 20 to 30% premium to the First Data acquisition. And the reason is, First Data is a fairly levered, indebted company because it was taken private by KKR back in 2007 and has struggled under the debt load since then. However, together, these two companies combined will have meaningfully higher cash flow and will be able to delever the company very quickly. So number one, Fiserv is paying a relatively small premium for First Data, and the price is right in our opinion. Secondly, I think the deal synergies, the cost synergies that have been announced are real. Management has guided to about $500 million in deal synergies, and these two companies really can achieve that in our opinion. Third, because the combined entity will have much stronger cash flow, it will be able to refinance the debt that First Data has, and as a result, save probably $300 to $400 million in interest costs annually. And this will very quickly translate into higher returns to shareholders. Third, we believe that this company combined will be able to better invest in innovation and better compete with the fintech startups such as Square and PayPal. And finally, there's closing certainty. This is an all-share deal. There's no financing constraint. There's no financing condition. It is a friendly deal. And KKR, which owns 86% of the voting rights, has already said they're going to support the deal. So the deal is almost certainly going to close in the latter half of this year. Now, Fiserv and combined with First Data is going to be able to delever the company very quickly with the cash flow from the combined business, and as a result, create meaningful shareholder value. This is an exceptionally good deal for Fiserv shareholders. The management has guided to a 20% immediate uplift in EPS and a 40% uplift in EPS 3 years after the transaction closes. This is very rare for any M&A transaction to occur that has an immediate accretion of 20% to EPS. So in summary, we support the Fiserv First Data deal, and we think it's a great deal for shareholders, and we really think Fiserv is getting great value here, and we couldn't be happier. With that, I love to hear from you. I'm open to your questions about Fiserv, First Data, or any other positions that we may have. Thanks. I look forward to hearing from you.